Hi and welcome to today's daily reading for the 10th of June. And today's daily reading comes from The Soul's Companion, Connecting with the Soul Through Daily Meditations by Tian Dayton. And June the 10th is titled Commitment. Oftentimes we think that if we can only choose just the right person, profession or town, we will be happy. But in truth, it is how well we relate to and take care of what we have that will ultimately matter. We are often better off working with what we have and making it right for us than spending our lives searching for our vision of perfection. In order for a relationship to deepen, be it with the self, another person, or a life's work, commitment is necessary. Without it, we do not stay to work through the tough stuff. When things get painful or scary or confusing, we leave. Unfortunately, all too often, we leave with our confusion and our load of pain still within us. Clarity comes in the working through of fear and hurt. This is one of the ways towards greater soul awareness. Using issues that are activated within the self as we penetrate deeper layers of a relationship or a committed work. I can hang in for one more day. And there's a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson at the bottom. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived in order to be understood. Oh, that's a fabby quote. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived in order to be understood. Some things you have to live. You can't just be told them, and you can't tell other people them. They have to be lived. Life is a succession of lessons that have to be lived. So commitment, how are you with commitment? I am good in some things and not so good in others. I kind of am on a scale. I'm committed to doing these daily readings every day, but I have to say some days I have to catch up, and I'm still catching up for May's vacation. But I am committed to doing it. I am committed that at the end of a year, there will be a daily reading for each day of the year, so that in the future, if someone is looking for a daily reading, they will find one for the day that they're on. So that was my idea for doing these in the first place. Also for me to explore a little bit about myself and my ability to speak my truth. Because when I do these readings, they stir within me words that I then share with you. So, and I share them with myself as well. I hear them out loud. They're not just in my head. And sometimes I surprise myself when I have to go off and think about what I've just said to you. So, but commitment, I was not very good at commitment when I was younger. I was one of those people who, when it got scary or confusing, I left. Leave the building, Linsey. It's easier. You don't have to choose. There's indecision for me again is a big thing. I don't have to choose. I'll just leave. I'll not make a decision. I'll just leave. I'll not make a decision. I'll just not do that. So I suppose in itself, that was a decision. The decision was to leave, but it was because I couldn't perhaps make a decision on what it was I wanted from a situation. I don't like conflict. I never have liked conflict. And that's another thing that would make me leave. I would rather leave than face conflict. So I'm getting a little bit better than that. But I still don't like conflict, but I do use my batch flowers when I have to deal with something that feels uncomfortable for me. In order for a relationship to deepen, be it with the self, another person, or life's work, commitment is necessary. And boy, it is. I've been married now for 31 years. And it's my second marriage. My first marriage didn't last for very long because I was in a state of non-commitment in those days. And I didn't do the work. I chose to leave. And, this marriage has not been a walk in the park, on a sunny day with, smelling the roses every day. But I was committed to the relationship because I was committed to motherhood. I was committed to my son when he was born. And my commitment was to make a go of the relationship with his father, to see, to make the best shot of it as I could. And I have done that. And as I say, it hasn't always been plain sailing and happy clappy days. And I have struggled, and my husband has put up with these struggles. He has supported me through these struggles, because most of the struggles were mine. They were mine because of my emotional state, my mental state, my physical state. But he's stood by me. He has suffered greatly, and I hope now that we're in our kind of our third decade of, or is it a fourth decade now? Now that we're 31 days and 31 years even into the marriage, we're much more comfortable with each other. We find it much easier to say things to each other. But it was a commitment, so marriage is a commitment. If you're struggling with it, my batch flowers have helped me immensely to be in a committed relationship. Okay, 5 minutes are up. I could talk about this one all day, but I need to close now. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Bye now.